I set out to represent the present times and the crisis with illegal drugs, especially the fentanyls, coming over the border, and the illegal immigration crisis at the same time, so that this story would be very representative of 2020 when it takes place. I alluded to the situation in 2014's Buried Values novel, The Library, as well, when I talked about the illegal immigration and drug crisis being used as rapid-fire points to allure voters to the Republican side, as if they hadn't actually had help staging this situation from the get-go. And this desensitizes the public to arrests and deportations and the situation that we're facing right now, where the lack of due process afforded to human beings taken by our government's custody actually could be extended to everyday Americans. But if you pay to play, you're able to get by and do whatever you want, as exemplified by Eric's getting his Ferrari back, and then Leon Tron leaving the ICE detention center to fly by private helicopter up to San Francisco, contrasting that the way the wealthy live with the homeless crisis and the right to work protesters who were being conditioned and trained so that they would be already inflamed to go to Washington, D.C. for the January 6th conflict. In the meanwhile, people want law and order, and they're hypocritically begging for it when they're acting out against that interest themselves. But nevertheless, there were definitely fights and struggles, as exemplified by this fight in the homeless camp, where the guns are brought out, and it ends at finality to one of Leon Tron's men. And then, of course, the police and the National Guard are brought in to fight the protesters, and the consequences are what we've seen today. I deliberately starred a Chinese Vietnamese American as my main character, and then set up his struggles against a femme fatale, Naomi Starr, and continuing her adventures from the previous Buried Values novel as a single mom, because right now what we see are single mothers and people who are basically ostracized because of being foreign nationals or sounding like they're foreign nationals, even if they are born in the United States. And we're really not promoting a society of one that's going to progress towards the future. Instead, we're regressing towards the past and divided tribal loyalties. It's my hope that people can understand the co-protagonists of this story, and that they are basically trying to protect their own families.